Whether it's elaborate floral displays at fashion shows, extravagant super celeb wedding decorations, or just simply creating a festive atmosphere for an elite cocktail party or A-list launch event, one call to the Wunderkammer and they come up with a beautiful concept in the blink of an eye. We had a conversation with co-founder Florian Seyd, who was more than willing to tell us everything about his profession.
Our company is based in Amsterdam, and since 12 years we're trying to make people as happy as we can with flowers and plants. I do believe that flowers and plants have something that makes everybody happy immediately. I mean, normally if you have flowers or plants in your hand and you show it to people already, you get a smile. So I think there's the certain power of the flower factor. But next to it, we try with our creativity and our knowledge to create floral amazement so that people really see something that inspires them and makes them enjoy flowers more.
Wunderkammer is now one of the leading florists in the world, and the company is responsible for many international floral designs for magazines, weddings, business events, and more. This makes Florian the perfect expert to explain why flowers are trendier than ever at the moment.
Because people are more looking into nature, are more concerned about what's happening to our planet, what's happening in nature, and I do think that flowers and plants are a very big important part in that area. And also scientists show that plants in houses do much good for human beings.
Having made quite a name for themselves in the last few years, Wunderkammer's work is now in high demand among the rich and famous.
Certainly I think we are not the normal bunch from the corner, and I think you should not compare us with that, because we work on projects. It's not just one bunch for your kitchen. And then when we get the job, we work with our team completely on that job. So at the end, it is maybe more expensive, but the result should be also much more what the person we're looking for. So you talk always about a little bit bigger things also. I think it's like if you want to give a really good party, you hire a tent and you don't do it in your house. So if you want to do a very nice club, you have some good lighting and you have some good DJs. And I think it's the same with us. I mean, if you want the normal thing, maybe we are not the right partner, but if you want to go a little bit above the extra, then right here we are.
And here they are indeed. Florian's team is frequently asked to cater some of the most exclusive A-list events, like when they provided all the floral arrangements for the wedding of Russian supermodel Natasha Poli in Saint-Tropez.
Actually, there was a friend of a friend that introduced us to Peter and Natasha. And her idea was that she wanted to marry a little bit in a fairy tale, and she wanted to be something light and flowy. And so what we created were like really big pillars of white roses and orchids that were hanging from the ceiling. And actually it made a little bit of a runway. It was like the aisle, it was not a real church, but there was like an aisle with a white carpet, and those hanging pillars were around that aisle, ending to the altar where they were married, with two very big pillars again coming up. And then we put lots and lots of ribbon there, and as it was outside in Saint-Tropez, there was a little bit of a breeze. So the ribbon kind of like flowed a little bit like a very airy touch, and then the white flowers.
As Florian said, the aim of the company is to amaze people with flowers. And with this creation for Natasha, they definitely succeeded.
I will never forget, it was so funny. Uli and I were working there. It was quite a tough job. There was lots to do. And we just finished there, and she came to get into makeup. And she just said, ah, it's like my dream. And she gave Uli me a kiss off the cheek and just walked off to makeup, and that was just fantastic.
Another big-name client Seyd has worked for is the late couturier Karl Lagerfeld.
We did for 4 years his Christmas party in Amsterdam. And once we did a winter forest where we had like a whole ceiling with white icy branches and white flowers hanging down, and then a very big dramatic tree trunk in the middle of the room. One year we had huge rings from white asparagus with all glitter, rain, ice drops in it. So it was always, or very often, black and white. I guess you get that. And then it was always very imaginary, very creative. And there was a lot of freedom, and it was very fun, very exciting to do.
And when asked what the most epic project was he ever worked on, Florian didn't hesitate for a second to mention the Green Gallery under the arches of a very special, iconic place.
We had an event under the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam. It was that bicycle area was closed for 2 days. So together with the gardeners and agency, we created this evening that it was just magic. I mean, first of all, the space, people didn't expect it. We put big bay leaf hedges around the bicycle paths, and you can like walk under the Rijksmuseum into like this magic forest field of flowers. There was a curved table under the bicycle where all the flowers grew out of the table. We were sitting on like a moss covered table. The food was great, the light was fantastic, there was a nice show. And at the end, everybody got a little golden scissor and could cut as many flowers as they like to take as a memory. I mean, that was an evening, I think, is really high in my fun parts of good projects.